Hey everybody, it is Doug Judy, server 817, ex-Hollywood 700, currently named Yogurt, coming at you again for another one. Somebody asked me on Discord, they said, how do I make it to where all the cars are good? You know, everyone focuses hopefully on one car at a time, right? You could have a really damaging first car, right? But then all the other ones suck, right? How do you get it to where all of them are good? And I think the answer to that is understanding your base stats, okay? So I'm gonna try and do this quick, but hopefully won't, bore you to death. But if I click on girls, and I can click on any girl here like this one, and I can see sing, dance, manage, right? So sing is my attack, dance is my defense, manage does absolutely nothing in PvP. It's for increasing finance in stores, okay? So, for PvP, you could just say, you know what, who gives a crap about that? And then fan cap means how many people get sent when I put this girl in my car. So she has a huge fan cap, thankfully. So I'm gonna go through sing here, and these are the base stats, and it tells me where this stat is coming from, right? And if I scroll through all of them, it's gonna have the same key points here, but the numbers will be a little bit different, right? So from her level, she's level 120, and there's the number. From her skills, she has 5-star skills all the way across, so that is those, right? Next thing here, from their assets. The assets and the level of their assets. That's those, the jewelry, car, and property down at the bottom, right? Next is the blueprint. That is in the lower right of my city, right? When I look in my city, that blueprint thing that I can upgrade, I think it has 12 levels with like 15 things in each level. Vehicle mod parts. Those are the common little, they look like nuts and bolts. Those are car parts. And then I use the car build plans to add the star and eventually change the class of the car, right? Vehicle core, that's the core tab of the car that I use these core parts for, like spark plugs and things like that add a percentage on top of the base stat. From collectibles, those are collections, the relics that I get from the yacht in the very bottom of my city. Those I have to do those little collection quests, and then I get either black diamonds if I already have the relic, or I get a new relic. And I can increase the level of the relic with those relic gems, those blue, purple, and gold gems. That's where I add a level to the relic. And the max level on each relic is level 30. Next thing here is going to be the group plan. That's the third tab of the group plan, which I haven't really put anything into that one at this point. We grow the group, improve our footprint with the first one. The second one is for doing better rallies and faster rallies and more rallies and bigger fan cap. And then the last one is the girl group plan. That improves those stats. Don't really care about it much right at the moment. Next one is from the HQ skin, right? So when I click on there, I click on there somehow, and then I hit this thing in the lower right. That is right here. I click renovation. It's this glass level right there. This right here that I can have to spend more to upgrade. That is my, what they call HQ skin. And the last one in there is like HQ enhancement. That's these things on the left-hand side there. The first floor, second floor, and third floor renovations. Sorry, I'm gonna go back. That's the very, very last thing there. From company decoration floor enhancement. That's what that last thing is. So the number one thing that improves the girls' base stats, okay, is the skills. The using the photos to improve it. Number 2 is their level. Number 3 is their assets and the level of those assets. And I can't even remember what else is after that. But those are the top 3 things in that order. It's the stars, it's their level, and it's their assets, okay, that improve their stats the most. Now, back to the original question. How do we improve the stats of all the girls at the same time? Well, your CEO level does that. That's one thing. The next thing is the glass level. That's here. So there is no point in renovating because the renovation stacks a percentage on top of the base stat. So in this case, my base stat is actually pretty high. It is sing 1481, dance 1481, right? So that is a high base stat. So I take 1481 and I add 54% on top of that, right? So that's pretty solid, yeah? So it doesn't matter which girl it is. So they're always going to get a minimum of 1481 plus 54%, right? Now, if I leave this at level 1, my glass level, what's 54% of nothing? Nothing. So I want to upgrade the glass first before I start dealing with renovations, okay? And then similar kind of thing here in the car core. The car with the car parts, right? That upgrades the base number. And then the core on top of it is the sizzle, is the icing. In this case, it adds another 128% on top of my car, on my base stat. So those are the 3 things. I'm sure there's more things that I know of that increase base stats. CEO level, the HQ glass level, right? Not to be confused with the actual like HQ level, which only goes to 15, right? It's the HQ enhancement level. And then lastly, the car and its parts, right? So don't worry about doing the first floor renovations and the car core thing, until you get your base down, right? Now it doesn't hurt to do a little, especially if you just have extra stuff lying around, right? And you can get the first floor unlock in one of the stores. I think it's like the stock store, actually. Nope, I lied. It's the parking store. Yeah, so these little green cards down there. If you have extra coins, great, get them. And then you unlock and you can start doing renovations with the wood, and eventually it'll use both the wood and the steel there. But, get the glass first, right? If you're like, why do I need this wood? Who cares? If you don't even know why you need it, get the glass. And then you can worry about the renovations later. And the same thing goes with the car. Okay. All right. This is Doug Judy signing off. Let me know do you know something that also improves the base stats? Chime in. Cheers.